It's time to sharpen the tools. 2, 1, let's go. 4:59 on the watch. It might round it usually does. And by sharpening the tools, I mean let's get into race shape. I am super excited. 2 10Ks coming up in the space of 13 days, I think. So I'm over 2 weeks away from the Saucony London 10K, but only 6 days away from the Frampton 10K. And I'm really excited to go out there and give that one a good go. So the goal at the moment, as I'm approaching the final stint of this training block, is to really sharpen up, practice race pace, work over it, at it, under it, and see what I can do. Today's workout is all about showcasing where I'm at with my fitness and also talking a little bit about the Saucony Endorphin Pro 4. 50 miles in them now, so I'll give you a bit of an update on those before giving you my final thoughts. So what we'll do is we'll jump straight into the workout. I'll show you how that went and then we'll get back here and we'll talk more about the shoes. All right, so good morning and welcome to this race specific session. We have 12 days now until my goal race. 12 days at the point of me doing this session, probably 10 when you see this, which means I have 3 more sessions left in this block. It is not a double threshold day today. I'm starting to sharpen up sooner rather than anticipated today with 2x5 minutes, 2x4 minutes, 2x3 minutes and 2x2 minutes, all off 90 seconds easy jog recovery. So I'm going to get this workout done on the Tuesday and then I'm going to get another shorter, faster session done probably on the Friday, and then I've got Frampton 10K on the Monday next week, and then again I'll do another shorter, faster session probably on the Thursday next week before the Saucony London 10K on the Sunday. And so with less than 2 weeks left to go, I thought it'd be about time to start sharpening up. It's a bit of a busy day today and that kind of swayed my mind. I thought, do you know what, take it as a sign, let's start sharpening now. It's going to be no harm whatsoever for me to drop a double threshold this week, and let's get 2 weeks of solid speed work in, but lightening the load a little bit so that I do feel a bit fresh, which will probably do me some good at Frampton as well in 6 days time when I'm recording this. So efforts today, I'm setting myself some lofty goals here, but we'll see. It will show me if I'm in shape or not. So the 5 minutes I'd like in the 5:20, so anywhere between 5:20 and 5:29. The 4 minutes I'd like at 10K race pace, so somewhere between 5:10 and 5:19 per mile. Ideally what I want to break 33 is 5:15, 5:16 per mile, but I'm going to give myself a range. And then the 3 minutes 5 flat to 5:09, so I'm cutting down 10 seconds a mile each time, and then if I can, the 2 minutes in the very late 4s, if not early 5s is fine. I just want to cut down each effort. That's going to be the goal. So if we do it, we're in shape. If not, we're still in shape, but we're not quite where we thought we were. So let's get, do you know what, I need to be confident. Let's give it a go and let's get on with this. Here's our start line. Are we ready? 5:20s for these first 2. Let's see if we can do it. 2, 1, let's go. There we go, 5:26 per mile, bang on the money. $5.24 per mile, job done on the 5s. Wow, done. 5:13, 5:14 per mile-ish. Brilliant. $5.15 a mile. Perfect. That's the hardest bit done. I don't know, I think these 3s are going to be tough. Here we go. First 3 minute. 5:08 per mile. Oh, it's getting tough. Wow. 5:05, 5:06, 5:07, somewhere around there. Everything has been bang on. 2x2 to go. Here we go. 2x2, let's do this. 4:59 on the watch. It might round it usually does. Hopefully down. $4.56. We did it. We did it. There we go. We did it. We cut everything down. Those last 2x2 were hard, but absolutely buzzing with that. I wanted it. We got it. I'm in shape. What shape? Who knows? But it's the best shape I've been in, I think. So yeah, it's amazing what happens when you put carbon plated shoes on as well. So I've been training without them, and I've been using the Adios Pro 3 with the rods, but plates are just so different. And even though the Pros 4s for me aren't the most responsive, are still a bloody quick shoe. So yeah, really happy with that one. So as you can see, some of the paces I was saying out there were different to what I was putting on screen. Effectively, what I'm doing is I'm going into my Garmin Connect app and pulling the paces from there and putting those on screen. So my watch may or may not be keeping up. And obviously there was a few situations there where it was slightly different, but only by a second or two. And I'm really happy with that workout, really happy with how I felt. It's getting warm. We've got a warm couple of days, 26 degrees, which for us here in the UK is warm. But obviously at that time in the morning, it wasn't that hot. However, I got home and I wrung my vest out and it was absolutely soaked. It was like a waterfall coming off there. Not that you needed to know that, but just to give you an idea, things are heating up, which is brilliant. I'm so glad that we're finally getting a summer, and I love putting the work in during this season, because in the autumn time it's just going to pay dividends. So to be able to hit the paces that I wanted to, I set myself a goal. Again, I manifested this workout a bit. I laid it out there and I thought, well, with my current fitness, or what I think I'm capable of, I think I can do 5:20, 5:10, 5:0, and then 4 something. And I did. Obviously there were a couple that were slightly out. That first, which one was it? One of them in the 3 minutes I think was slightly different. I think it was a 5:10. And on my watch, it came up as a 5:08. And again, in the first 2 minutes, it said 4:59 on my watch, but came up as a 5:02. So a couple were just out, but I cannot complain. They were just cutting down the paces, exactly what I wanted to do, increase the effort levels. And when I looked in the Garmin app and had a look at the average pace for all those reps, it came up that I'd run 5.13 miles. I think it was a 5.33 at 5:15 average per mile pace, which is bang on 32.50-ish 10k pace. I'm so happy with that. So yeah, really buzzing with that one. And let's throw in a cheeky little shoe update. First time I've put a carbon plate on my foot in a while. Been loving the Adios Pro 3, but as I said in the outro bit of the workout there, I do feel a massive difference in the way that they perform. Like the rods, I barely notice them, and they do feel much more natural when you get into a carbon plate shoe like this, or the Vaporfly, something that's a bit harsher. You feel the propulsion more from it, and I do get those better benefits, shall we say. And in the final couple of weeks leading up to the goal race, I am keen to slip into these. Now with the Saucony London 10k, I got my dates wrong in the intro. I'm about 2.5 weeks out from that, but obviously Frampton is only 6 days away. So I do want to just use a carbon plate shoe a couple of times before Saucony, and it was good to get in them today. So with this one, as you saw in my first impressions video, maybe not, I was really blown away with how fast I was in the shoe. and I really, really enjoyed it. Took it for a couple more workouts, took it for a race, and I was a little bit underwhelmed with it, if I'm honest with you. The more I've run it, the more I've kind of realised that it hasn't quite got that responsiveness that the version 3 had. It does have a lovely pop sensation, but it don't quite feel like I've got that propulsion that I got from version 3. I do feel like it's a bit of a clash of the foams in this one. The HG, which we see in the Elite, which is my favourite shoe, combined with the Power Run PB, I don't think it's working as intended. I think the HG or the PB, one of the two, is nullifying the other a bit. So it's not quite as, that's a good way of describing it, it's not quite as the Vaporflies, so I would choose the Vaporflies over this. I feel like this is just such a great, not entry-level carbon racer, but I feel like it's a good first one to get if you're looking to get into the carbon plate world and see how it feels. And yeah, it did really well. Again this morning, hit all the paces, hit them as I wanted to, and it worked really well. As I said, it's not quite as lively as the version 3. I would still say to people, if the version 3 is available for you, I'd grab it. But you really can't go wrong with this one. It still is really good. But again, I think if I'm honest with you, even the Vaporfly 2, which I was never a huge fan of, I probably would still actually pick up the Vaporfly 2 over this one as well. I just feel like the Vaporfly it's got a little bit more to it than this thing. So but to be honest with you, yeah, 50 miles in, it's still feeling like it did in the beginning. It's still feeling good. So yeah, can't complain with this one at all. So there we go, some final thoughts. Very happy with where shape is at the moment, but of course we've still got another 2 and a bit weeks to go until the Saucony London 10K, which is going to give me some great time to sharpen up, which, as I said in the intro, because I got my dates wrong, it's not just going to be 3 more speed workouts left. There will be 3 like this week and next week, but then I've got another week after that. I keep forgetting. So yeah, I'm feeling optimistic. I'm feeling good. And if I don't get it because it's summer, because it's hot, if the day's hot, I'm confident that towards the end of the year, when things cool down, that we're going to be in really good shape. If I can stay injury-free, I'm going to touch wood. Hopefully, I can continue to train sensibly and smart and get the benefits that I'm doing at the moment. And yeah, fingers crossed we can have a good autumn and winter of racing. I hope your training's going well. I appreciate you guys watching this one. I hope everything's going well. I hope to see some of you at Saucony 10K and of course Frampton. Be great to see some of you there. Great local race. I know it's sold out, but fingers crossed we'll have a good time there as well. That's it from me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider giving it a like, share it with your friends, and of course subscribe to the channel for weekly running content. And I'll see you on the next one.